Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock and I'm the host this morning. Welcome to Thursday, November 2nd. We're going to start breaking down the markets here and see what we got. We've had a little bolster in the market late. The seasonal tendency for October looks like it's settling in nicely. If we get above, the Dow ends up getting above this high here, then I think we've settled in on our seasonal tendency for a low in October. But let's not rush ahead just yet. We have on the daily, don't know why I'm starting off with the Dow, it just happens to be where I'm at. So hope you're all well. We have a fair value gap here on the daily. We have a small one here. We have another one right here. Gonna mark up the chart so you guys get a feel for what it is I'm looking at. So this is the weekly, monthly, and daily fair value gaps. So you can see how we closed on the weekly, opened, and then continued to run up today. We're through this monthly or this daily fair value gap, and we're starting to move into the next daily fair value gap. We've already hit the threshold or the consequent encroachment of that SIBI. We just have the upside to go. This breaker here, see if that holds price, and then you have that threshold. We're working our way through this breaker, so this one's not holding, so that gives me more of a lean towards an upside push for today. Remember, it's an on-farm payroll, so we probably won't be doing any trades today. Depends if we're absolutely certain or not. And there'll be small leverage. Let's go back over here to British pound. And Kevin was saying he may not make it this morning, which is fine. The guy needs some sleep. So we'll see what we got on the sorry, let me just put some I get a YouTube check, make sure everything's working on YouTube. And it is, it's great. Channel's open. Okay, so we're 5 minutes away from market opening. We've had a reaction, GBP. We've had a reaction off of the daily fair value gap. We've hit the bottom of it. So this has provided a level of support, and we end up coming back into a lower, back into this order block here. Let's clean it up a bit so you can see it. So we're looking for this area to start filling, so I want to see this continually driving through here. We're already through the threshold of this. We've worked the threshold. The mean threshold is up close candle or breaker, last up close candle before a run below these old lows. So if we continue to push through, we're looking for rejection block, then break your wick into quarters. Look at this order block here. It's the parent breaker of this big run below this little low, this swing point. If that's actually lower than that, let me double check. 058, 078. Yep. So that is the swing low there, a little swing low. So we're looking for some more resistance, some bang around, or just drive right through these PD rays on the upside. We're looking at, in terms of the range that we're still working in, we've just passed the 50%. So So if we come back, find some strength at 50% or the midpoint of that order block and then continue to push up, I'd like to see more upside prices for today on that. And see, euro is, when you compare the two, you've got lower lows or lower highs. These are lower highs, but euro is reaching to, euro is closer to taking out its previous week's high. Already on top of this fair value gap on the daily. So I'd say that's the stronger one of the two pairs. CAD finally breaking its way through the fair value gap, now become inversion. So if this holds for today, when we get a retrace back into this, we could see further downside prices into this inversion fair value gap on the lower side and that fair value gap on the daily. Japanese yen, we've been calling for this high for the last few weeks, and we just came short of it yesterday. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, 2 days ago, yesterday. Haven't reached it, but we're still coming back into this fair value gap, so we're still bullish, still looking to take out that high. Australian dollar finally broke out of there above that fair value gap, and this is a nice, beautiful execution on precision. Finally broke out of that range, came back, tagged it perfectly right there, and then left the party. So it's finally left this consolidation, so we have an expansion to the upside now. I want to see it get well above this order block here, because then I want you to kind of keep your eye on this piece right here, and I'll kind of put that in a different color so you know that it's not a fair value gap I'm talking about. No, gray is not the color I want either. For those of you who can see green. Sorry, let me make that a little lighter. Wheat. How's that? Wheat. You have the color of wheat. So look for that. Once we break above that, look for this to return to this price here. And if we get above this, if we break above these highs, look for this one to be our return to breaker. Right now I want to see this one provide support. Leave this open as a breakaway, and then that'll also be the inversion fair value gap. So we want that to kind of stay open now and start pushing up. So tomorrow and Friday we should see tomorrow is Friday. We want to see just this small candle to form here, create a fair value gap, and then open next week, Monday, Tuesday, create a low, and then start running up for these highs. Let me, I gotta turn my volume up. I can hear people in the background. Kevin's usually rolling around on his... Oh, it's Joseph this morning. Morning, Joseph.
Morning, Darren.
I'm just giving my quick prelim here. So, New Zealand. So, the daily. We're inside this one here. This breaker here. I want to see it get through here, get on top of this weekly fair value gap. start getting into this daily. This daily fair value gap we have here, that becomes your inversion right on top of the weekly fair value gap, and we start pushing for higher prices. Look for this to fill here, these relative equal highs, and mitigations back here. So we mitigated off that already. Yeah, look for this breaker. I want to see this breaker loose. If you're looking for upside, don't forget December is our runner for. So I'm looking to see this kind of thing happen. It's for it to go up here, linger back down. You'll get a waffle around in here through November, and then we're going to really start to see this push. I wouldn't imagine this high getting taken out until December. Those are the two I'm going to be playing in December for sure. Their seasonal tendency is to move out in December. And oil, still, we're back down into this breaker here now, this 3-day breaker. So I'm looking for this to hold price. If it doesn't, we've got further draw on liquidity. This S&P 500, I'll come to that shortly. I'm looking for this to kind of hold price, or if we start breaking down this higher draws on liquidity, your weekly and monthly fair value gaps are definitely higher draws as well. So if we continue to lose price on oil, look for that. And I'm just curious here. Puts us right on the money here. Yeah, okay. Still more downside with oil. I think what we've done here now is we found this weekly inversion fair value gap. We've come through it. A body's broken through it. We've come back, found support with a wick. So we have further downside. Continue downsiding oil. Natural gas finally is keying off of the bottom of our weekly fair value gap there. I'm looking for higher prices. We have this gap here, buy side, reversal of the inversion fair value gap on the weekly. Like that. Late October, seasonal tendency. It looks like we have a seasonal tendency settling in quite nicely on the. Let's have a look at the daily here. Let me move to a different chart. This is kind of sloppy. We have order block, break above, come back into the order block. This is where we wanted to find some support, get through that. We've come back, found some support inside that price imbalance yesterday, and we've run up through the order block, through the breaker. We're working through the breaker right here now. Last down close candle before it run above these highs. So we're eating through this. Look for this fair value gap here, and then this inevitable breaker up here. Is this going to hold price? Are we going to get to the 75% optimum trade entry reversal? Yet to be seen, but I do like upside further for today.
Good morning.
Oh, you made it, buddy.
Yeah, I figured I'd sit here and learn. I forgot I was in Farm Patrol as well, so.
How was your night shift? Pretty rough.
Yeah, someone has COVID in my dorm, and it's just a wreck. And I'm like, we still test for that? Like one of the officers, she went on a transport the other day, and one of the officers got it. So they tested. She said she didn't feel good yesterday, so she got tested. And she's positive, and now the whole dorm's on quarantine. And
oh no!
I'm like, oh, this week is just the past like 2 weeks has just been a nightmare in that dorm.
I loved COVID when it came at the break, because all the daily duties of making them clean all day. We didn't have to do. They just all stayed in their cell. Just lock them up for the whole day.
Perfect.
Yeah.
They get double punishment. They get COVID and stay in jail. Stay in their cells.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
We're looking for this Dow Jones to fill this last little fair value gap in here right now. Then we have the breaker on the upside. Gold's just come back into that weekly fair value gap. It's kind of banging through the daily and the weekly. High, low. We've come back through it. If we find support at this, and we've run back into that order block. So if we come into the weekly and we find support here, we might get a slow degrade back down again. Where have we got to? This big breaker right here. The parent breaker of that run here. So we've got that whole range to or whole wick to potentially come back into. Yeah. Still, just with the incidents that's going on with the world, gold is still going to be having a lot of strength right now. So I don't think it's going to actually drop right back into this range. I don't think we're going to get a 50% retracement at this time. But we're into consolidation, so like you say, with consolidation, the only thing you can get is an expansion.
Yep.
So that's the little run through the pile today. I do like this one here, S&P. I'm going to be trying to make my what do they call that thing? The trading view. Trying to get the trading view up this weekend, so I'll get the 30-day trial period going and see if I can't get the.
Oh, that'll put you right into the Black Friday for probably the sale.
Oh yeah.
Make sure if you like it. I don't see that you won't.
No, I like the organizational stuff, and I looked for this ICT journaling thing on Notion, and I saw one. Did you have to buy your package?
No.
Your journaling thing?
There is ones you buy, but no, I didn't have to buy it. The one I got was free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's free ones out there.
All right, I'll keep looking, because there was one that you could buy. It was like $20 or something.
If you want it and it looks good to you,
Yeah, if you've got the file you want to share, that'd be great.
You want me to share the one I have?
Sure, but you don't have to put all your personal information in it. If you've just got the raw file, that'd be great.
Okay, I'm gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, no rush, and don't feel you obligated to at all, man. That's fine. I'm just starting to look through the YouTube stuff on how to work with it, and if I have to build my own, I'll build my own. I just liked all that reference where you could reference his material, and tweets would come in and all that stuff. That was kind of neat.
So Dow's going down, and
yeah, Dow's reacting off that for sure.
Yep, we have a long-term minus. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. It's perfect. It literally, body's closed right at there's a long-term bearish breaker for YM. That's exactly where we rejected. Also the top of the daily inversion for Valley Gap.
Yeah.
And NQ failed to make a higher high when ES made a higher high. So ES is like the strongest one this morning. And looks like it's giving up the ghost now, but we'll see.
So we got NASDAQ broke its high for last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it didn't break its last high last week. It broke this little short-term high. ES broke its high. Yeah, it definitely broke it with more conviction than this guy here. He's still inside the monthly, so we may still run up to this little tiny price imbalance you see right here. We might get more push into here. Good morning, Derek. How are you, buddy? Turnaround Thursday. Yeah, reversal Thursdays.
I sent a picture in the chat of the reaction from the 4 standard deviation from London's manipulation.
Oh, yeah, right on the money, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that looks really good.
Ooh!
Ooh.
Fast drop.
So did someone just punch you, or
Wow.
are you okay?
No, I'm looking at the chart, and
S&P
ES just
had
went from 4304 to 4300 right on the in the second. And I guess this is why Michael says non-farm payroll, you want to be done by Wednesdays. Holy smokes. Wow. That would have been a good trade right there at the -4.
Oh, yeah.
Had 3 things lining up. The -4 on ES, YM rejecting off that higher time frame breaker, and then the NASDAQ failing to create a higher high all at the same time.
You said NASDAQ was failing to make this higher high?
Yeah, it didn't make the higher high from the 8:58 a.m.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
and ES did. Like huge S&T.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, ES was just running to equal highs that was created on 20 October, 03:04 a.m. The equal highs on my chart was 4304.
Yeah, it's just come right into this little imbalance here that we've still got the upside. If that continues to push, if it just rolls over here, you know, I want to see a shift in structure there.
NASDAQ bounced off the 0830 open right at 930. Oh, so beautiful. Dang.
Well, here'd be your opportunity to get in here. If that breaker doesn't hold. Yeah, if that one doesn't hold, you get a return back into this range here. %62% is a full fill. Right there is turn around and go back down.
NQ new lower lows, and ES is still holding. ES is failing to make the lower low.
NASDAQ. Yes, NASDAQ's make the lower low.
YM, wow. My YM continuation chart versus the contract chart is very different right now. The contract chart, the micro chart,
Oh yeah, is
ran lows, yeah, and the YM continuation chart created equal lows.
That'll be a good place to hold price right here.
I don't consider this a breaker right here for ES.
This one?
Yeah, it shouldn't hold
No, yeah, I don't think so.
because that low didn't take out anything significant.
No. It hasn't even filled these little pockets of buy side. I'm not even going to demo this, but I'll put a paper trade right on that midpoint. Dow just came into its midpoint.
Yep.
Tech, NASDAQ, it's already, the bodies are respecting the midpoint.
Yeah, NASDAQ hit it to like the tick
Mm-hmm.
and rejected right away. The continuation chart shows it didn't even touch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but the micro chart says it did right to the tick. So it's like 0.25 off.
We have a little imbalance up here still. So you got a full fill now.
Wow. So I got in right there at ES hit 62%,
Right.
while NASDAQ was still failing off the 50 and Dow was still failing off the 50.
So you got on the ES going short.
Yeah. At the 62% tracement.
Oh, up here. Yeah.
Yep.
Who's that? Oh, that's you. Gotcha.
Stop loss at the highs. There was also some inversion fair value gaps created on that run up from 930 to 940. There's some imbalances on the way up that we can use for inversion right now.
Yeah.
Dow just hit the 62% retracement, and NASDAQ is still failing off the 50%.
Yeah, I got NASDAQ as a full fill of that fair value gap. The NASDAQ has filled it completely now.
I was going to short at 8:56 in the morning NASDAQ when it hit the daily imbalance, or it took buy side on 24 October. I should have shorted that.
Well, there's some totally different charts between my live account and this FX Pig account. There's a lot of imbalances up here on my live account. On this, there's wicks all filling in here, but I've got a gap in here. I've got another fair value SIBI in here, and wow, that's totally different from this one.
That's manipulation.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. This all looks the same. This is all a total cluster difference. Wow. That's right into that new imbalance, perfectly filled. That just perfectly filled the imbalance in here on my one. Okay.
I want to share something with you guys that I found interesting this morning. It's Amazon. It just hit a weekly bearish order block, and you can see the weekly chart there and the 1 minute chart, and see how we opened this morning right on it. Body respected it, and we've sold off from it.
Weekly NASDAQ, yeah. This is what, the 1 minute?
Yeah, that's the 1 minute on the left.
Wow. Weekly came right to it, hey?
You set up alerts constantly for everything? Or you just jump around from... Okay.
No, I did here because I picked up puts yesterday on Amazon. So I wanted to add here at the weekly negative order block if we even got to it. I didn't think we were going to get to it, but we did. But I'm not going to add since the market alone is just bullish. I'll just keep my original position. I got 130 puts on Amazon for like end of November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's the opening candle like on the weekly chart for 16 October, 3 weeks ago. Just the opening price is 130. And it's the bullish order block.
130.
Yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's my target.
Yeah, good call.
We'll see though. I'm like down 120 on the cons right now. I think I picked up 2 puts.
Yeah,
S&T.
I think that's a good idea. It's a good call.
I think this whole run up right now in the market is just all manipulation.
Yeah. Oops.
So, Dow, 79% retracement to the tick on my micro chart. Let's see what the... Yeah, continuation chart hits 79 as well.
On the daily, we have a 70% full fill of the fair value gap return. Nicely hit it.
That inversion?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Well, not inversion yet. That's just a SIBI being filled. That's all.
I got a inversion fair value gap for Dow.
Oh, unless it's this little guy right here. That little guy right there would be the inversion. It's an inversion right here inside this daily. Right there. I'll draw it out so you can see what I'm looking at. It's from that guy there to there. So yeah, it totally hit the inversion right there.
Yeah.
But it also inside that SIBI there. That's a nice little overlap. Good. I didn't even see that till you said inversion. I'm like, inversion, where is one? Oh yeah, right there. Good call, good eye. Yeah, so now here would be like ideal to see this just degrade all the way down and start cleaning up the rest of that monthly fair value gap that's sitting down in here. We dig into that again. That's a monthly inversion now. So even coming back to the top of that to find support. Well, are we going to push through though? Who knows? Too far away.
I've even looked at the Dixie this morning. Let's see.
There's that. Oh, it hasn't quite hit that imbalance yet.
All right, come on, Dixie. I want to see Dixie. I'm on the 1 minute chart here, but I just want to see it break out. It's consolidating in a range. I want to see a breakout on the upside.
Derek's made his pre-market today. Work at the Golf Pro shop this afternoon. Oh man, let's make your money. Go to the golf shop. Smack some balls around this afternoon. Man, that's awesome. Today is work. No playing. Just taking in customers, selling memberships, etc. Should be relatively quiet though, as one of our courses has been aerated this week. So only one is open. I would look for Forex, Silver Bullet this morning, Dixie, and Euro. Seem to be looking cleaner than normal. As Dixie's Euro seem to be looking cleaner. So we got 3 minutes.
So
Let's look at this.
3 minutes until what?
So we're 3 minutes after 10 already.
Oh yeah.
So we wait for
Got some natural gas news today at 10:30. I don't know if that's gonna mess with your position.
Oh, I got back in May. I'm over here somewhere. I was late in May in here. I think it's this fair value. Yeah, beginning of June or mid-June. This is responding way better than the American one is, though. That UNG is the one I'm in. I'm in that one pretty heavy, so it's not responding the way this guy is. This guy's making a nice steady climb. UNG is really banging around a lot. Well, where's the... So if we have our... this fair value gap to fill. Watch that order block. What is that, an up close or down close? Open 63.46, close 63.34, so it's a down close candle. So look for 106.3356.
Derek says DXY seems to be on the downside of the market maker sell side model on the 1 minute.
Yeah, I was just watching that. So I was thinking, where's the bottom half of that? See how that looks on there. So we're inside that consolidation. Is that 50% of that consolidation? Yeah, look at that, right on the money.
Kidding me?
So
I just got an alert for my Walgreens. Oh yeah, it's just
it's going
crazy
down.
breaking out.
Oh,
No, crazy breaking out after I got out of my call.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah. These mother truckers. It's okay. You know what? I'm gonna look. Wow.
The procrastinator in me is thinking the market will close lower today than it opened. Yeah, it's... I think you're on the right side of that, Derek.
All right. Yes, finally breaking out of the consolidation. The Dow was scaring me. Closing above 79%. Closing above new week opening gap October 8th. But looks like it's coming down now.
Boy, this is sloppy, eh?
I'm going to share a 30-second chart with you guys so you can see how the inversion perspective on ES. On the 30-second.
On the 30-second. Oh, yeah, yeah. Look at the bodies.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
It is. And I feel like a degenerate shorting this without a market structure shift bearish. But now that I'm looking at it again, NASDAQ gave us the market structure shift and the Dow gave us the market structure shift. So I was comfortable shorting ES without the market structure shift. It's probably the better one to short, expecting
lower prices. Yeah.
Yep. But it looks like shorting the weaker one would have been better, NASDAQ.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Today, try to short or close half your position and let the other one run. You said yesterday.
Right.
Oh, yeah. No, today...
Yeah. Today, try to just try it.
I'm letting it run. I'm letting it
Darren,
run.
Darren, you do the opposite.
Yeah, that's right.
You.
Kevin can be my conscience.
I'm gonna hold for sell side liquidity, the one that was created at like 9:18 in the morning for ES. We're 9 points away, or 9 handles away
from creating the. Are you running back to this little breaker thing here? Do you think it's going to lose, or are you looking for down in here?
Right there, right there. That's my target. And there's an order block right there too at that low.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look left, look where the order block lines up. Yeah, right at those lows. So it could be a DOL. And it's the 62% negative of the fib.
Let me look at this.
It's not exactly. It's negative 62 extends out a little bit under that sell side, but by like 1 point. But I'm gonna have to take one off with the break of these lows.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm just looking.
And then let the other one run.
I've got super low leverage on this anyway.
Oh, wow. All right, so I have a new week opening gap from September 24th that the Dow just hit and bounced off like on the micro chart. Okay, I got out of my one, the break of that low. 924 is what? It's more than 8 weeks, right? Yeah, it's only 7 weeks. Okay, so yeah, I'll keep it on my chart.
Candle closes in 15 seconds. 1 minute.
The Dixie, when I was like, man, I need the Dixie to break out of this range, it happened at 10:06. So
Here's where things start to get all funny. Here's where the 1012 is. Do we come back into this range? There's a little price imbalances and stuff all the way up. Does this hold? I don't think it's gonna anyway. We got too much stuff down here to play around in.
Man, if it's this clean this morning and I could just take these two cons out of the market, I think I'll close the charts here. It's so weird. Everything's non-symmetrical right now.
Mm-hmm. Non-farm payroll. You gotta love that stuff, hey? Getting all weird.
I like to watch Amazon if I'm short, or if I'm in a position. I like to watch Amazon or Apple because any volatility injections in those stocks, I feel like they can affect the futures.
Oh yeah.
But if I'm seeing Amazon with still weakness, like still showing weakness, then I'm still comfortable holding. My ES short.
So we want to see this kind of give up here because right now we're inside this little inversion. We're sitting on that.
Did you guys see the NASDAQ buy-side liquidity? The one that was the high of 24 October, the high of Tuesday, 24 October? That was the buy-side?
24 October?
Yeah.
24, this one right here? That's 24th, yeah, the high right there.
Yeah, so that was the buy-side liquidity I had on my chart this morning.
Right.
And it's inside that SIBI.
And it's just under the fill. That one is a full fill right there.
Yeah, it's
that
beautiful.
Come back and filled that nicely inside that.
You look at the 1 minute chart, we go and hit the buy side one more time before breaking down. Like we hit the buy side, broke down, and hit the buy side one more time, like the 2022 model shows us,
right there.
And then it went down. Yeah, yeah. Oh wow, you have a higher high there.
Yep. It ran it.
That's a bearish breaker. I don't have a higher high on my continuation chart.
Oh really, eh?
Let me check the micro chart. Okay, yeah, the micro chart did run it. Actually, no, it did not. It was a quarter of a tick off.
Here's a classic little break in market structure on the 1 minute. Right here, big bold candle down, creates a little fair value gap. Look at that return right to it. Ting, right off the edge of it. And then starts breaking down. 1, 2, all that filled before the reversal.
I have a daily inversion fair value gap on the NASDAQ that we're using as resistance right now. It just came up to it and rejected.
Off the daily?
Yeah, there's a daily inversion fair value gap I have on my chart.
Let me make this a little bigger. There's
the one created on 19 October.
Yeah, right here.
So in my chart, my body is below that fair value gap.
Oh, it's below it already. Yeah, mine was still inside it.
Yep, it's below it and using it as resistance.
Wow. Interesting how charts can be so different, hey? And I know trading views can be so different from a MT5 platform for sure. But there's a lot of talk that MT5 is manipulated like crazy, not like a safe place to trade. MT4 is even worse. So that inversion held price. Now we're coming back into this bigger range here. I like these little imbalances up here. We might get short off that again. That'd be my original entry. There's 62%. Also the midpoint of that inversion again.
The Dow just ran its highs. Well, no, it created equal highs from 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I got both of my positions off down there. I chickened out. Sorry, Kevin. I chickened out right below there. I took them all out. I was like, oh, I'm up some money and it's Thursday. I'm out. There's that little... so that's the thing you want to see hold price right there on that breaker. That midpoint threshold, hold price, reversal right here. And I haven't got the kahunas because there's still this little guy up here hasn't been touched yet. I want to end my week profitable, and I'm profitable in my live charts. I don't want to mess with it now.
Yep.
Because nothing would piss me off more than to go on the weekend saying you had some money and you pissed it away again. Look at that threshold. Are you gonna blow it? Look for that little guy right there.
I took a small position on Dow since it's so close to the highs and everything else is not.
On Dow Jones? Oh yeah, it's right. Mine is just short of that daily fair value gap fill. It's almost filled. It's got another couple of points, 35.97 and it's 72. So you got another 25 more to go. And that will hit right on the top of mine if I've lined that up perfectly, which I may not have. Let me just double check that. What's the low on that? 94.40. $94.40, yeah, that's right on the money. But you go down to the hourly, and there's that little piece. What's the low on that one? 99.40. That one's slightly higher. I'll take that guy right there. So we still got a little tiny bit more to go. How far are we away from this minute closing? 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
I want to see that body respect that now. Yeah. If it comes back there, I might take one more and put my short right there. I'm going to play with nickels on this one. Oh, it's not even on this chart. My live chart doesn't even have that imbalance on it. Jesus, that's so different. So we're over the rejection block. above this guy here. The bodies are just over this here. What's the daily objective here? Let me have a look at this. I'll make sure I'm still online here.
I think we hit the daily objective. Is that old buy side and that old imbalance?
I'm trying to get rid of all this crap on here right now. This is why it's going to be nice with the trading view. I can just keep clicking on different tabs and I'll have a whole new set of, instead of just having the same damn chart with everything on it. See, we still have this daily fair value gap that hasn't been filled right now, and we're still inside the weekly new week opening gap.
Have we hit consequent encouragement of it?
No, not on mine we haven't. But mind you, I usually eyeball mine in here, so this could be. Let me have a look at this. Oh, just a little tad.
I only shorted down because this is the same thing I saw yesterday. And I just took the short off the order block. 30-second order block.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And you're shorting
I
it?
sent you it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it was the only one nearing the highs. And ES didn't even get above its original consolidation.
Yeah, I think ES still got, I still think this is going up higher into here. If we don't get constant, I think we got going to get at least consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap if we don't fill the rest of this fair value gap here. Yeah, I think I'm still a little more bullish in that right at the short term into it, find support at it.
Oof. I just noticed we hit the monthly inversion fair value gap on NASDAQ.
On NASDAQ.
Yeah, there's a monthly inversion fair value gap.
Yeah, we're inside a monthly. Yeah, we're inside it, like halfway through it already.
Oh wow, my chart, we were below it the whole week and we just hit it right now.
Oh really? Yeah, this is mine, that all you see in pink there.
We've been in it since when? Was that yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah.
Oh wow.
That is so weird, that's so different, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the monthly right there. And we've been banging around inside that thing for, so you can see how the top half of it has been worked and the bottom half of it's been worked now. Now we should see either a blast through that, get on top of it to continue up higher. But if you're saying that this is a false swing for or a false leg up for the markets, then we might see this just hit the top of this and reverse. And where are you? We're just inside it now, you said?
No, we already left it. We touched it for, let me see how long we touched it for.
Gotta make sure I got the right one here.
We touched it from 8:48 to 9:02 in the morning, and then we touched it one more time at 9:39, 9:42, and then left from it.
And you're down below it now?
Yeah, we're way below it.
Yeah, there's my monthly right there. And we're like through the midpoint of it right now.
Wow.
We're still heading for the top of it if we were going to run back, because we're below it. So we should have just tapped it and left. We're through the midpoint. So if we touch the top, which is that order block, we've worked that. We've worked the, no. Yeah. Interesting. And we are on the same one, right? NASDAQ?
Yep, NASDAQ.
You're on a futures though, right? This may be completely different on here.
Yeah,
Obviously
the
it is.
NASDAQ
It's just-
futures.
Yeah. So we ran the high out here on the daily. We popped through that daily fair value gap here. Finished the rest of it off. Popped through it. Now we're back inside that. And the 500 on the hourly. Let me check the minute out. Yeah, we're through that guy already. We're into this break or this order block here. Yeah, I think I've still got a feeling we're going to go higher, especially if this is the new price leg. That puts us right in that threshold.
I saw that Dixie had a really nice consolidation from like last night to the morning, AM this morning, before it started breaking down at 5 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Really nice consolidation. I think it's the draw is that consolidation.
So we're losing the threshold of this. Rejection block down. Yeah, I think it was upside. Well, it's a good thing you took a chunk off down here.
Right?
And it's weird because that breaker didn't hold, but the inversion fair value gap did. Well, the inversion gap did. Filled that fair value gap there.
Yeah, that nasty breaker held.
Yeah. There, we're through that now. So where are we going for the... Oh, okay, now we're finishing off the rest of that daily.
So I have an hourly. Oh, I didn't even show you guys this. Yeah, so on my chart, yes, I have the long-term OTE from like the high of yeah, just the recent highs from 12 October to the lows of 27 October. 62% lines up exactly with a bearish hourly fair value gap.
This one? Hourly fair value gap.
I'll show it.
You can just
I'll show you an hourly chart.
Just show me your screen if you want. I keep missing out to see if Derek's talking on the thing there. He has been. I feel sorry, Derek. I keep. I've only got two screens with this stuff on, so you're layered underneath there. So I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you. Dixie seems to be downside. Market maker sell. He thinks the market will close lower today than opened. Whether he's here or not, he will forever be reminded. Remain our mentor teachings today. I'm reminded of Thursday's reversal teaching, yeah. You short euro. Oh yeah. Derek, good call, buddy. If you got that, if you nailed that, especially off the silver bullet, like holy cow, there's the 7 o'clock or the 1700 or 10 o'clock silver bullet right there. Bing, come back right into it. Right off of a breaker. That breaker inside of fair value gap. Have a nice day. That's a good call right there. It's a nice one, Derek. That was a beautiful little silver bullet entry right off The 10, if you waited to my 12, you would have got 17, 17. You wouldn't have got anything. You got beat up there. Yeah, that's a good one. Running the lows. Good call, Derek. Just took the next set of profits on the EU. So good man. Excellent work, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah, you definitely got a market maker sell there. Yeah, they were made a some time ago. Sorry, buddy. I don't want to make you feel like you're not included. We're just on this Skype thing here. So, looking for EU midnight open next step, where the consolidation is. Looking for the midnight EU open. Next step, midnight EU open.
Shorted NASDAQ. My model presented itself.
The NASDAQ?
Yeah, the 6 sister OT. So Dow's breaking out of the highs, ES is breaking out of the highs, and NASDAQ hits 79 to the tick and retraces. It hasn't broken out of the highs yet.
Yeah, just the bodies are respecting that daily fair value gap. Nice.
Show you what that looks like. So.
You're heading for the midnight candle, Derek, for what is the midnight candle? 00 would be 7 o'clock on my charts.
It's basically 106 even.
Yeah. Yeah. 106.554. So for you guys, it'll probably be different, but yeah.
Aaron, did you see the chart I was showing you? The hourly ES fib and the hourly for rally gap? Did we touch it? No. Barely.
Oh, you're off this breaker here?
No, this is just an hourly chart of ES, and I'm just
This is the 30-second I'm looking at here.
Looking at the picture or the screen I'm sharing?
Oh, you're on the screen share. Hang on a second. I'm looking at your picture. Ah, there you go.
That was the old trade.
Okay. All right, so let's see if I can zoom in a bit here.
Kevin, I think we have the same headset. Those are Astro A50s?
These are the A40s. 40s. I have the A50s, but they're the wireless. They feel a little heavy in my head, so I bought the A40s.
Nice. I want to throw these in the trash can.
I mean, my Xbox, it's like they just feel so heavy.
Yeah.
So I bought the A40s, and I like them better. And I just switched it back from the Xbox to the computer.
Yeah, these A50s are the biggest waste of money I've ever seen in my life. You guys see it?
Yeah, the 62.
Yep, 62 with an hourly fair value gap right there.
Nice. And you shorted right off of that?
No, I'm not short. Yes, I shorted NASDAQ.
NASDAQ. Okay.
Right here. I'll show you the model presenting itself. So you see Dow's breaking out. ES broke out.
Yeah.
But look what NASDAQ did. 79. I took a partial here, and see what we're closing in on that Fibonacci 62% on ES. So I'm hoping we hit that, and then we just hit it. We just hit it right now.
Right.
Nice little rejection off of it. There's something. Oh yeah, that's the hourly inversion for Valley Gap. If ES shows strength right here through this hourly for Valley Gap and the 62%, then I'll be out of my NASDAQ short. But right now, it just retraced back to 70.5%, and let's see. Yeah, so NASDAQ's making lower highs while ES made that higher high.
Okay. I can't see that on your chart very well. You have to compress. You have to compress that screen down a little bit. There you go.
This is the SMT right here I'm talking about.
So when you play your SMT, I never was really good at SMT divergences and stuff. So you're playing the one that's the weaker one out of the three?
Yeah, well, I only played this one because it showed, weakness off the 79%.
Off the 79%, okay.
Yeah.
So now it's playing catch up.
Mm-hmm. About to get stopped out right here.
So now you're above that thing there. As soon as it comes back into that bullish candle there, because you look like you're going to get some support on top of that now and start running up.
And I got stopped out of one contract. Or no. This damn program. I got stopped out and bought one by accident.
Oh no. You bought one. Okay, well.
Yeah, now this is another place where I lose money. Look, I get stopped out and it goes down.
So
just get out of that. Yeah. The buy stop was to sell or to cover 3, and I already had covered 1, so I didn't modify the order to cover 2 instead of 3.
Right.
All right. No paper cuts.
As long as you're not 1,000 cuts, man, you can bleed to death that way.
It's true.
I want to see Derek's EU 106.27. You're coming back inside this fair value gap here. Well, you're definitely below that consolidation now. You've swept it, so you want to see this kind of lose price, lose strength. But if you want to aim for the opening, the 6, right there, you want to. Yeah, that's a ways to go, Derek. You don't want to see that lose price, right? There's your breaker there, so you don't want to see that if it's losing strength already. You want to see where this one closes.
So they're building orders so they can dump on us in NFP. Because they're leaving a lot of gaps open.
This on which one of the S&P?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you still got that last little piece of the daily fair value, I think, to go, and then we're right at the top of the new week opening gap.
Yep. But the week opening gap did stop us.
And we still.
Derek said he's out, but he's watching.
I'm out, but interesting watching. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, body, the breakers holding, drove all the way through it with a wick though, right into the rejection. See what happens here. See if this just turns into a little consolidation and then a breakout.
I wish I had enough cojones and money to short every higher high.
Exactly.
Every breakout. Short.
Yeah.
Oh.
Turtle soup everything.
Yeah. Aggressive. Being aggressive.
I like a nice breaker to breaker trade too. You can catch a nice long run from breaker to breaker.
Yeah.
They can be they can be just beautiful long runs. Not that I ever stay in them that long, because you know me. I've been punch drunk so many times over the years. I am a product of my hubris from many years ago. So we're looking for that to continue to fill now. I think that the rest of that daily fair value gap, I think, is in the cards. And then we want to know if it blows through it and gets on top of it. If we get on top of this new week opening gap and find support, then we're going back into this new week opening gap. Or sorry, or the fair value gap inversion weekly right here. So we'll see how well that holds price right now. That would be a nice logical place for it to fill, because when you're looking at your fib tool here to here, 70% puts us right on top of the closing of the new week opening gap, like right on the money. The 75% puts us right on the breaker. So just keep your eyes there and wait for a reversal in the lower time frames. There's that other price leg completed. That one's done. 25, 50. This is not the best way to calculate these. They're more like playtime. $40.07. Now, if we get the, this will be the prediction for the big run. Where the hell is that midpoint? So that takes us right there. So there's 25, 50, 75, and the 100 terminus is up there, right at the end of the fair value gap, or the new week opening gap.
For what? Can't see your screen.
Oh. Like here, like this was 25%, 50%, 75%, and the 100 is going to be the, if this price leg continues, you take the, we've just been doing 25% legs, 25 leg, 25 leg, 25 leg, and then terminus. So if you take this as 50%, the rough terminus, and believe me, this is truly rough, the rough terminus is the next 25. So we got 25 to here, and then the next 25 will put us a terminus up around the end of the prediction we're calling for the top of the weekly fair value gap opening, or the new week opening gap. So
Huddleston said he missed the long at 1023 on US 30.
Lauriston's here with us. Morning, morning. Missed a long at 1023 on US. He cries. At 1020, you said 1023, you missed the low? Or sorry, let me have a look at this. 1023. This one here. Oh, that's 16, 1723. It's right over here. So you're looking off of this fair value gap in here. Look at that, body's respecting the midpoint of that consequent encroachment. Nice. So we're back up to the tech is holding off on that. Looks like the bodies are bouncing around right off that daily fair value gap there, hey? It's creating a lot of equal highs on the hourly. What's 15-minute look like? Yeah. Did you get your piece out of that, Joseph?
I got stopped out.
Oh, you did, eh? Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm in the kitchen right now downstairs.
Yeah, I thought I heard a microwave door.
Yep. I look left and I see, oh, I guess I got my coffee.
We never did come back to this, did we? This mitigation block.
Nope.
We did.
Liquidity.
We did do this beautiful little
Breakaway gap.
break above this market structure break with the fair value gap, return to right to the edge of it so beautifully and precisely, and then slowly grind away.
This is, oh, it's like watching paint dry.
1023.
I'm on the 30-second chart, so I'm used to seeing movement, but watching this small consolidation on a 30-second, it's like, what the heck? There we go.
Dow Jones. He was talking about this on 1723. Oh, right in here. Oh, you just missed this as a long? Oh, you just missed the long here. Off of that. Back into the breaker. Midpoint threshold. Nice. Yeah. I didn't see that either, so. Here's the 75%. There's a breaker at 935 for potential loan entry on the 30 at 935.
NASDAQ just broke above the 930 highs now. So, very happy with where I got stopped out at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so now we're getting some, see how the bodies close and then open right up on that, the top of that. What were we calling that? That was a, yeah, daily fair value gap. So we're still looking for higher. That one, look at that body above, opens, comes back to the top of the order block nicely.
I just got an alert on NASDAQ.
Derek needs to get ready for work. Well, you enjoy your day at the golf course, my friend. Sell some memberships, hey? Sell like hell. Get out there. Do you sell memberships? You have a great day, Derek. Thanks for popping in, man.
Have a good one.
And good call today.
Have a good
on
one.
Euro. Really good call.
So my ES chart, my continuation chart, says we already blew past 10.8 the week opening gap 14 minutes ago. But on my micro chart, we're hitting it right now.
On your... that you're just hitting it now.
Just hitting it now.
Yeah.
The week opening gap 10.8, yeah.
Yeah, we're just clearing. We're finally just hitting the top of the daily fair value gap, and on mine, we're not even close to closing it yet, but we're well into it. That's bizarre how they can be so odd like that. Mind you, you guys can go into that trading view and hit the regular trading hours and electric trading hours, right? Or electronic trading hours.
Yeah.
That can give you some really bizarre kind of opens.
Yep. Also, can you go to an exact time, like range?
Exact time?
Yeah, like on TradingView we have a calendar thing here, so you just pick the date and time and you click go to and it'll take you right there to the date and time.
I don't think I can do that on mine. What time are you looking for? Oh, when this one started open, you mean?
Oh no, I was just wondering if your program that you're using does it, because when I do my new week opening gaps, I just go to the every Sunday on my little calendar and it takes me right to the midnight opening on Sundays.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, you use
I had to go and double check my new week opening gap.
So you do your new week opening gap based on on the midnight candle and not the actual opening of the market.
Nah, I just go to like midnight and then it will show me the 6:55 and the 1800 open.
Got it. So you're the reason why yours is so different then, because I take mine right from when it opens on Sunday at 3 my time, which is about 6 o'clock Eastern time. 4 o'clock my time is 6 o'clock your time. So that would be the opening of the week. That's where I put my close and open of the market right there. I don't put the midnight candle. That's why you're probably going to have yours is going to be so much different from mine in terms of the height of where it's supposed to reach for.
Yeah, there's no midnight on Sunday.
You don't have a midnight?
No, no, no. It's not. It's not about midnight. It's about the opening and closing price of
Friday's close, Sunday's
Friday's
open.
close to Sunday's open. And
Right.
Sunday's opening price is 1800 New York time.
Oh, you have 1800.
Yeah, that's where futures open.
Oh.
Sunday at every 6 p.m. every Sunday.
6 p.m. So that's 4 o'clock my time. Yeah. So we're
Yep.
on the same one then, because that's what I'm.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm calling for right there. Let me get to my hour again. Right there. That's the Sunday candle right there. It opened. The bottom of the candle there. Closed there. So that would be the new week opening gap down there. And that one's the same thing. That was the big one back. Which one was this one? That one there and this one here.
I just got an alert on my Dow. I don't know why.
Dow Jones.
Oh, just yeah, I hit 10-1 new week opening gap.
Yeah, I don't have the gaps on here. What is the
Oh,
yeah,
we're about to get a bearish market structure shift on Nasdaq. Yeah. It's the only one that's created a short-term low. ES and that ES and YM have just been continually going up slowly. It's a pretty significant rejection off the 10-1 new week opening gap for Dow. It hit it and sold off right away.
on your Dow? I'm still
Yeah.
all flat out on Dow here. Let me see what I got. Yeah, we're still flat out here. We're above the daily fair value gap. We're into the breaker, so you want the midpoint of this candle here. What do we got over here? Last down close candle. This 2-hour breaker right here. We're inside that already. We're already eating through this one. So monthly, what's the monthly one look like? We're off the top of the, we're right into the monthly breaker right here. Up close candle before run below these lows. So we're right into the body of that, or the wick of that breaker on the monthly. So are we going to start to cut into that halfway, or are we going to reject off of that right now? Weekly, what do we got in the weekly?
Man, I'm so happy I'm here to see this because, like, let me write this down. Non-farm. I mean, I don't even gotta write it down. Non-farm payroll, Thursday and Friday, no trading.
This is definitely one of those don't mess with the markets on non-farm payroll week. So yeah, this daily, we're right into that breaker right now. So we're just tipping off of it. So are we going to continue to run into the threshold? Are we going to find some support at the top of the daily fair value gap here and continue pushing up for this big open daily fair value gap above the markets? There's equal highs sitting up in here on the daily. So if I was going to put extra stuff in Dow Jones, I would say as we start to
There's that,
so I want to see this thing right here. Does that hold price, or do we reject off of that? Now we're digging into the bottom of it. We continue to push up, look for this to provide support, or if we lose it, then you're looking for rejection rejection block up here, and then those equal highs. But that's the line in the sand for the bears. Because this breaker has already given way to the upside, because we broke that high there, and this breaker is, we've gone all the way through that. So we'd add these three together to be a 3-day breaker right here, or 3-day mitigation if you're looking at that. Yeah, I just want to see if this actually, today's price closes back below this daily fair value gap here. If that closes below that, the wick was just doing the damage back into this breaker, and then we can continue to roll over and come back down again. That might be an option for tech. I still see this as closing in the rest of that monthly fair value gap up there. We still have weekly new week opening gaps above us. Look at that. Let me get down to 1 minute and see what we're doing there.
What gap is that? The green box?
Which one? This one?
The green? No, the green one, or the one we're in right now.
The one we're in.
Where price is right now.
Are you talking about for NASDAQ or S&P?
The one you were just on. I think that was the S&P.
S&P. This is the S&P daily.
Oh, no, that's the NASDAQ.
Oh, NASDAQ. Okay.
That is NAS.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's the NAS.
Yeah, we're sitting right on top of that. I think that's the hourly. No.
Hourly?
Daily? No, it's not hourly. It's daily. Yeah, we're on top of the daily now. So, and we've just found support right there at the hourly. See how the hourly found support right at it? Inside that order block, and now we're driving for higher prices. So I think we've got the rest of this monthly fair value gap we have to finish first. We're coming back inside that, and then we've got this draw up here with the new week opening gap still. Threshold of this large up close candle is just above price. We got the old low back here. I'm liking the midpoint of that one, so just a little run up into above that, a little wick above the high. Now that we've got support on the daily here on the hourly, we could see this run up and then wick down. It would have to get the last part of the day, the afternoon high, sets the high here, and then this big run down would put the wick on the daily, would put the wick and the body, if the body closes at this point here and then starts to run back down again tomorrow. This is to me the wick. This is creating the wick until the afternoon.
Okay, you think we're going to bounce off of that and continue going up to fill the monthly? I got you.
Yeah, and then I think that wick that we create, so after lunch, if we hit this thing at 2 o'clock this afternoon and then start pulling back in, you might see a really nice afternoon trade here. As soon as you key off of that, if you see anything inside here that supports a break in market structure to the downside on the 1 minute in the afternoon macro, that would be a return. I'd be looking to get back into this daily fair value gap to end the day on here, and that just be a big wick or the top wick.
I got you.
Anyway, that's my thoughts. Lauriston, not looking for the market to come back down anytime soon. Looking for 44 by tomorrow. That's for
ES.
Yeah, you're looking for this thing to fill in here as well. You're looking for up there, old highs. What's this say? Previous day's high. It's just been hit. New week opening gaps all sitting in here. See, this program, I don't have to do them. It will actually drop them in there, but I have no idea where the hell they came from. I just set them back for, I can set on the indicator how many new week opening gaps I want. So it'll just give me
Nice.
8 or 10 or whatever. And then the new day opening gaps are overlapping as well. So it can get, so you see a new day opening gap sitting right there. So that ends up being a lot of freaking lines jumping all over the top of each other. That's why I like that whole trading views where you can just put that on one tab. You just click the tab and they're all there, and you can kind of reference that.
Yeah.
Can you have that sit? Can you have these pop up on your? Can you set the alarms and have these things pop up on your chart when it comes to a new gap, and then appear on that chart that you're looking at? Otherwise, it can stay clean.
Yeah. Anything you draw on the chart is able to. You can set an alarm to it. Anything.
And it will appear on the screen, on your fresh, clean screen?
Yeah, as a little
that'd be
alarm.
Nice. I like that, because otherwise you got to deal with all this shit all the time, right? You have to deal with multiple lines overlapping and then colors overlapping. And for me, I'm colorblind anyway, so taking I have to have big, bold colors, and everything has to be kind of bright. And I have to have contrasting colors for me to really see what the hell's going on. So I've got a whole bunch of mess on my charts. So it just gets too cluttered. Like, you get all tons of color on here. Anyway.
Am I still showing my screen?
No. You can if you like.
I'll show you how I set my alarms for new week opening gaps.
Yeah. Please do. Let me pop this in here so people can see if they're...
It's just a trading... Oh, look at that. Okay, Dow just hit on my chart, a H4 bearish order block to the tick, and...
It's reacting off of it nicely?
Yeah, to the tick.
And that's your -4 up there too? Your projection? So you got a projection up there on -4.
I got a projection here. Yeah, I was just messing around with it. I don't know if I'll keep it there or not, but this is the 4-hour order block.
Right. Oh yeah.
To the tick.
Yeah.
Tick on the 30-second chart, and so we just need to see this order block give the ghost. So you see the new week opening gap 10-1 right here?
Yeah.
It's just a horizontal ray.
Right.
And right here as soon as I click the horizontal ray, I can add an alert, and then I can name the alert whatever I want.
You're convincing me to go to this trading view every day, my friend. This is great.
I can have it send an email. You can send an alert to a URL. So like if you have your own website or something, pop-ups, notify an app. It's very customizable. So once you create it, this is how you know there's an alert there.
All right.
Because you got this little guy right here.
Right.
Now let's say this is an alert attached to a drawing. Now if you don't want a little alarm clock like that, you just right click, you can just put add alert at this price, and then it'll create an alert, and it just shows a line like this, a horizontal line. And then if you hover
that's
over it,
perfect. That's exactly what I want. It saves all the clutter that comes up in the... Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
Now, what made you go with a premium over a regular...
30-second chart.
That's the premium has the 30 seconds.
Yeah, it has the fractal, it has the seconds charts.
Ooh, that's expensive for a 30-second chart. Extra $20 a month.
Yeah, but if you make money doing this,
That's right.
$20.
You can tell the cheap side of me is like, wait, $20 for 30 seconds? Come on.
I think I pay $50 a month actually for premium.
$30.
I pay $49, I think.
Yeah, that's the price I saw it's going for right now. If I can catch it for a good discount in Black Swan or Black Friday, whatever it is.
Yeah, I paid $306.82 for the year for premium. It was a 60% discount.
Oh wow,
that's really good.
August 25th.
August 25th.
Yeah, that's when they had a 60% discount.
Ooh, let's hope Black Friday is a nice big discount like that.
It was $287.76, $19.06 tax, $306.82 total. Show him the replay and the indicators.
So this is replay. You just click replay up here, and you just drag it to wherever you want.
Right.
And then, so now we can look at price here. I have a replay speed.
Oh, neat.
And you can just go from tick to tick. That's where we are now.
Oh, that's cool.
It's good if you want. It's like I have FX replay, but it's good if you want to test a new strategy or just pick any random date in the past and then just play it out. Like, all right, I would enter here. Let's play it out. And you set your profits.
I'll show you how we do that on MT5. Click, click, click. One candle at a time.
I'm actually short now. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, you're shorting this now? And
yeah, I went short now.
This is down?
Yeah, YM.
Let me see what that is. Dow Jones. And you're on the 1 minute or 30 seconds you're doing that short?
I took a position short on the micro chart on a 30-second.
Okay.
But I just see this. And that screams LR, low resistance, what? Low resistance, LR. What's LR again? Low resistance.
Liquidity run?
Liquidity run, I think? Yeah, low resistance liquidity run, yes.
So you're seeing...
Ooh! Look at that H4 order block, though. Beautiful.
Nice. Even off of your 4 projection there. Whatever you had as the projection for the 4, it was nice as well.
Where?
Well, you've got a projection, a swing leg there, and you've got a projection up into 4. Is that say 4?
Or is it 2?
Oh, a 2. Okay, I can't
4 is
see.
all the way up here.
Oh, okay, that's 2.
But yeah, 2 lining up with that H4 order block, with a new week opening gap. Could be a nice place to take a short. Now look, see this is a low resistance liquidity run right here. We just saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course they want to take this into this gap, and of course they want to run against my position real fast as soon as they do it.
Did you close your position out? I can't see.
No, I didn't. No, when I went short on this, a little bit of a longer term mindset on this position. Yeah, I would like 50%, or at least come back and touch the top of this daily inversion for rally gap I have.
Yeah. Now, if it becomes a little breakaway gap there, you may not get that. That may just turn around and reverse on you.
Yep, and there's also a 5-minute BISI that would just hit to the tick.
Yeah. And
so now we'll see. We just gotta. So I'll manage it by looking at 50% right now of where we are.
And if it goes above 50, you're out?
Nah, I just want us to stay below. I don't want us to go above and then use it as support. That's
Right.
all I.
Yeah.
So we can go above it a little bit, do some damage, maybe even come back, return to these lows right here. But I don't want to see us supporting up past like above this 50%.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Not looking for the market to come back down anytime soon. Looking for 44 by tomorrow. On ES, yep. Yeah, the reaction you just got off that level with a big wick pullback like that, that's what makes me nervous. Usually if it's got intentions of coming down, usually you'll see it bob around on there. Like it touch it, come up a little bit, but when it comes down, rips down, tags that, and then rips back up again, that's an area that was just a sensitive tag point for me. So that would have been, I'd want to see that stay open in order for this to, because we have a breaking structure again to the upside. It's come back down, just tag the edge of that fair value gap there, and we're having a nice reaction off of it like that. That's where I'd be like, we potentially got more upside.
We literally, yeah. So we created a double bottom.
Yeah.
We didn't even. And yeah, we opened on the 50% right here.
Mind you, got the order block above you. See how that one, if that one holds price and then comes back down again. So your threshold, mind you, that's all inside that other order block on the other side of it. So you'd have to take the bigger candle.
And there's also this inversion right here. This could be it. This could be the little run off the H4 order block, and then they just want us to keep sending it higher.
Yeah.
An order block hit and institutions sold. You can tell it was quick. Yeah, I should have had one take profit down there on Dow, but I didn't set no TPs.
So
I
right
think it's gonna be super fast.
Yeah, so right now that order block's been hit. That you've come all the way back through. We've tagged it, so you want to see that come ripping down now. That's as far back as I'd like to see that go. You're still bearish.
Yeah, just on a fractal time frame, I'm bearish. Not for the day.
I'd scale out a piece below there. If you get below that low again, I'd scale out a piece there for sure.
Oh yeah, I went back into the chart and set the TP there.
Oh, okay. Is your stop loss right above that?
Like. Nah, stop loss at the highs above H4 order block.
Oh, okay, up there.
Yeah, I'm in all the way up, like pretty much up here, so it's like a $3 stop loss, and I was up 50 or 60 bucks on that straw.
Oh, really? Yeah, that I got a feeling that's going to keep going, my friend. You got that threshold you're inside right now.
I was like, oh, that's not the inversion for value. But I forgot I went to a 15-second chart. But this is still the inversion for on the 30-second.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 15-second, it's this. It's even more respected to the tick.
Right. Yeah, you get down some sneaky time frames there, my friend. That's good.
Yeah, it gives you information that I like to see. Everything's retracing back into OTE. I'll show you what I'm talking about right here. Just 30-second micro chart. Yes. I don't want to see past 88 on any of these. NASDAQ here, you can see the reaction on the 70.5 right there. Perfect bodies closing there.
Right.
Then with a fair value gap left below.
So that's where you use your 88 is to, if it comes back there, then you're out.
Yeah, it's where I'll take my stop loss. I'll put it there, or I'll use it to I'll let it hit 88 first, and then start really looking at it. And if it's showing me a sign, then I'll be okay, I'm out. But if something is willing enough to hit 88, it should tell you, hey, we're not done here.
So you want to see it blow through that 50%. You don't want to see it come back to that 50% and find some support now.
I might take one off at that 50%.
The 15 seconds not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm watching it here before last.
Yeah, on Dow.
Yeah.
Let's look at NASDAQ, 15 second. And today's super slow too, so yeah, today's it's not that bad.
Do you typically keep 4 charts up at one time?
No, sometimes 3, sometimes 2. Yeah, I like this setup.
Can you quickly load in another chart, or do you have to customize your screen and all that other stuff?
What do you mean? I just press down on the keyboard, and here's my Dow. Here's my Walgreens. I press up.
You should be a
I can
salesman
cycle
for these guys. I love this.
I'm cycling through my watch list pretty much, but at the same time, I have tabs up here that are also the same thing.
And you have those tabs on different screens on your computer screens, or are they just all on
I have the 30-second one where I'm taking my positions on. That's on a different screen, but everything else that I'm reading is on this.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm not liking this.
Yeah, just the reaction off that level, how fast it came back like that. But you still haven't got above that order block yet, so you're still bearish. If we get above that one candle right there, if you get above it and you break the threshold of that 50% that you've got sitting there right now, is that 50? That 0.5, what it is?
Yeah.
If you get above 0.5 there, then I'd say no.
We're above it now.
No, that blue 0.5 you got up top there. The next one, yeah, because that order block right there, yeah. That
it's the halfway of the hourly fair value gap.
Yeah, okay. So if you lose that, which is also the midpoint of that order block, that last highest up close candle.
I see it.
If you lose that, then I would say you're not so bearish anymore.
Yeah. See, so I'm not expecting this to be a breakaway gap because once I drew the range out, this didn't close above 50%. So we have a gap in discount, is what this is telling me.
Right.
And back on the micro charts with the fibs, everything's still respecting OT as of right now. Yes, NASDAQ, but it's bouncing off 50% now, so we'll see. Only up $17 right here. Up here.
Right.
So if I go like this, put this here for a short position, and then just put this at this high right here, and create limit order. I'm in there. 2 contracts is a $10 risk.
Got it.
And my first TP is going to be here. That's a 7.8 to 1.
Show me that one again where you said there's the fair value gap. Which time frame you on there? 15-second, hey? So you got a fair value gap. You said it has to be above the 50% of the range that was created
previously. Yeah.
The previous range. So you have to have a fair value gap that trades above that?
Mm-hmm. Like straight above 50%. Then I'll consider it as a breakaway gap.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
But since the gap is below 50% and it closed below, I'm just seeing a void in discount.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. ES gave up the ghost on 50%. Dow is hitting 50% right now, bouncing off of it.
You gotta change the character in the Euro 1 minute chart for sell side.
I went short. I'm not even looking at the Dixie. Come on. Like that. Euro going to the sell side. I like that. Yeah, I like this too. Dixie broke out of the high, and now I use it as support to go up higher. And I'm seeing a new week opening gap right here, so that's pretty close. So it could be a draw. And we already bounced off this new week opening gap right here.
Derek might end up getting his midnight candle after all.
But when you see this on the Dow right here, or on the dollar, equal highs.
Yeah.
With, yeah, we're about to hit it now. So that's some buy side liquidity right there. Equal highs. Oh yeah, so every line I draw, you know, if I don't want to type anything out, I have templates. So these are the ones I have so far. Previous day high, previous day low, sell side liquidity.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, so I don't have to type every time.
I need to start doing that. I need to watch like a tutorial for TradingView because I feel like I'm not using it anywhere near
its capability. Well, yeah,
there's
there's lots of tutorials on YouTube for that for sure.
So that gap I was talking about is actually hourly SIBI on Dixie. We just got into it right now. I'm not seeing a lot of reaction. YM is below the 50%.
Lauriston's short on Dow.
Nice.
11.19.
Nice. It's right when we hit 70.5 OT. Okay, so now I like the fact that we're below 50. And now we're above 50. Come on. There we go.
There you go.
You see how like it uses 50 to propulsion price. Like they're gonna shoot price from this line right here. You just gotta know like, hey, which side is it gonna be on? That's why it's always so important to just measure every range, because this looks like a big range on a 15-second, but on a 1 minute it's just like a this could be considered consolidation.
Right.
And looking at the 1 minute chart, right, open at the 50% right there. You look at Dow, and Dow is running its lows. Maybe I should just... Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing this. Like cycling through my watch list instead of cycling through tabs. I think it's better.
Yeah.
So yeah, here NQ just ran the low. NQ ran the low, and the other two just went back to that imbalance I was talking about, the fair value gap below 50%.
Mm-hmm.
That's where ES is sitting right now inside of here. I'm just happy I was able to identify the LR.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, you saw the 4-hour order block I was talking about? That's this big old colored thing.
No, because I was just eating.
Right here on the YM. It's this up close candle on Dow. So I just highlighted the whole block.
That's on the 4-hour.
That's the 4-hour right there. And then here on the 15-second chart, you can see we hit it to the tick. And this is the reaction we're getting from that 4-hour order block.
And then you identified this as low resistance liquidity run because of all the
higher lows.
Higher lows.
Yeah,
So
so
Go ahead.
like this low never got taken out. You got equal lows right here. A low here. Low here never got taken out. Low here never got taken out.
Right.
Low here never got taken out. So this is low resistance liquidity run. Equal lows never got taken out. This is just how they build liquidity in the marketplace. And then this tells the retail trader, hey, we're making higher lows, it's going up. So I'm gonna get in there, and then they just
close them all at once.
All up real quick.
Wow.
So all these drawings I just made, I can just press control, go like that, and then press delete, and they're gone.
Now, you identified the break-in structure and then knew that that was the run they were heading for?
I identified the break-in structure on NASDAQ before Dow did it.
Oh, okay. So when they started doing it, you knew the other guy was going to follow suit?
Likely. Yeah, likely follow suit, yeah.
Yeah.
When you make that 4-hour, excuse me, when you make that 4-hour block, do you also set an alarm or alert at the low? When it's in, a bullish and it's heading up there, do you put it there so you know, hey, it's bouncing off there, or do you just go through your chart so frequently and quickly that you were able to see it?
I set the alarm right here, right below the H4 order block. We had this new week opening gap 10-1. So I set it here first, and then I started watching the H4 order block.
Okay, so basically, whenever you do a long-term order block, you also set an alarm with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But every morning, I'll just open the chart and always draw out the hourly and 4-hour order blocks that I think can be touched today for all three: NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow. Trying to associate that part in my model where I don't want to take a trade unless we hit one of the hourly or 4-hour or daily or weekly order blocks.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trading on
order blocks.
Yeah, especially if you're trading on the 1 minute and 30-second charts.
Yeah.
Using those as upside or downside objectives would be a full hour. Is quite a lot of handles for you.
Yeah. See, like this, reaction off the H4 order block, this was a good trade right here into this.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it created equal lows. People probably had their take profits in here. I don't know. Maybe the institutions bought this as well, but this is still liquidity right here because we never went in there. But on a different chart, we probably did, you know?
Yeah. You see, for me, that's already eaten through that upside order block. So to me, they're going to run that high there. So I would have been out just for that order block being broken, the threshold of that order block being broken. I'd be like, okay, now I still think we're going up. You got more upside.
Right here on the 5-minute chart?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even on this one. Yeah.
And now you've got an order block, that bearish order block below you. It's now been validated. So now that's another level of, if we got support off the top of that, the open in the midpoint of that, then but you know, you still may get your run back to that fair value gap below you.
We'll see. I'm about to get stopped out. I have my stop right above the highs. Just a little bit above the highs.
Yeah.
But I really don't want to be out of this prematurely because NASDAQ hasn't even hit 79% retracement. So if this runs highs while NASDAQ's hitting 79 right here, then that's one of my models, the six sister OT.
Say that again.
So right here, you see NASDAQ is right at the 70% retracement.
Yeah.
It hasn't yet touched 79.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to YM. Here we are. We're here at past like 88.
Right.
So 88% is the consequent encouragement of the 5-minute order block. Right here.
Right.
So if we break out here to newer highs while NASDAQ is hitting 79% retracement, that's one of my models.
Okay.
That tells me they're running the buy stops on the Dow.
Right.
And NASDAQ's not having it.
How quickly does one lag behind? Like earlier you said you noticed the two were up and the one was behind. Like how much was it really lagging behind? Is it like
I'll do it side by side.
Noticeable like 2 or 3 minutes? Is it like, or were you on the seconds?
It doesn't matter the time frame. It's the actual high that was put in here at 11:09 in the morning. That's the one I'm looking at right here. Like this high is. I could look at it on the 1 minute, 30 second.
Okay,
you know.
I'm looking at. I see what you're saying.
So
if that runs that high and NASDAQ doesn't have it, it doesn't take out its high, then that's your
and
model.
respect 79. It has to respect the 79 while one's running the highs.
And why the 79 and not the 88?
That's the sweet spot.
Well, okay, that's the optimum trade entry. I got you.
Yep. And here, this is this is a nice spot too because they can run this high, or there's buy stop sitting here, and then hit 79, and then bring it down. And it's like you got 3 highs here though. This is also low resistance liquidity right here. Now, if this middle high already had swept this high, like, and if it was like this, and like there was a swing high here, then it'd be more sketch. But the fact that there is no swing high here, and it's just lower high, lower high, lower high.
Right.
It's just liquidity. So they already took this high right here. So this high is still intact. And Dow ran the highs. So watch. It ran the highs right here. Wow. NASDAQ was hitting 70%. Now it's hitting 70%. Let's see if we can get a break below this short-term low. Or Or yeah. And then a break from short-term low, and then you also have this void up here, down here. And price coming back to hit this 50% range is it's likely, it's permissible. So I'll probably take one off if we get back into this, and then cut my risk in half since the Dow already ran the highs, you know. And so this is how it looks on a 15-second, but if you look at a 1 minute, there's a huge fair value gap here, and we already touched it. And 30 seconds, this is the fair value gap. But look at that, it respected the 1 minute fair value gap. So 30 seconds, didn't even touch it. 1 minute fair value gap. Yeah, we didn't even get in there. We'll see. I'm using the NASDAQ and ES to manage my Dow trade. Let's see what the Dixie's doing.
Three-minute chart has a fair value gap order block combo, according to Huddleston. Is this the Dow you're looking on, Huddleston, or?
This is what I see on the 3 minute. This order block with a fair value gap.
Oh yeah, fair value gap order block. That broke up, so that's your breaker right there, because that broke the high. So you get a breaker inside a fair value gap.
Well, it will become a breaker if this low gets ran.
I know, looking for the bear side. That bear candle is a breaker now that now the other candles have run that old high up high. Yeah.
High, low, higher, high. Yeah, now it's got to leave this range for it to be the breaker, right? For this to be a breaker?
It just returns back down to it now. Right?
This only becomes a breaker if we go like this.
You're looking at it from a different side. Yeah, I look at that as a different... It would be a breaker if we went down below it, but it's also a breaker if we break above that old high. And that other bull candle up top becomes a breaker when we break down below that low candle. Yeah, I see you look at that as a breaker when you come back to it.
It isn't a breaker yet for me. It's only going to be one if we go below this. If you go below it,
yeah. But it's actually a breaker when you get last down closed candle before a run above an old high. That makes that a breaker. The moment you break that old high behind you, like if you go back
this high,
yeah, that one, or the one, even the one behind that one,
yeah,
that ran that as well. So that makes that a bearish breaker to the upside. And then when you actually come down below it, you can still use that as a breaker on the downside.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. For it though to be a bullish breaker for the upside, this low or this low would have had to run some type of lows.
Yeah, we're obviously looking at it from a totally different perspective.
The breaker has to the B to C leg on the breaker, or the A to B leg on the breaker has to break the low. Yeah, because this low is all the way down here, and this is a higher low. So this low never took out this low, so I can't use this as a breaker to be bullish. Like this one right here. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm looking at that last bear candle down, that one there, yeah.
Oh, okay. As a bullish breaker.
Yeah.
For us to come back into it and bounce off of it.
And then go back up, yeah.
So for this to be true, this low would have had to run this low, but it didn't.
See, now I look at that as, you know,
Breakers have to run the low. That's what makes them high probability, because
Right.
if it already ran the low, then this order block should hold. But
So-
since this low is still intact, it could still get ran.
I think we've got a totally different definition of what we think a breaker is from two different directions. I agree with you in one direction, but not in the other direction.
So high, or a low, a high, a lower low, and then leaves it. Alright, like this. Oh my gosh. So this would be the breaker, because this ran these lows.
Right, that would be the break, exactly. So
Exactly.
that would be the high breaker. So now the low breaker is the one that, where you have that little, put your finger right on the bottom of that one there. If your breaker was sitting in there, and now if it runs that old one, you just put the color around. If that breaks that high, then that, where you have your arrow now, becomes the breaker, right? So if you look at that last down close candle, it runs above that little previous swing point. So that makes that, for me, that makes that the breaker. Like there's a little swing there. Yeah. So you've got
Swing right here.
yeah, you've got that, that's a high. Then you have a low.
Yeah.
And then you run above that high again with that last down close candle that is the last candle before running above an old high. That makes that a breaker for the upside. And then that bull candle, the highest bull candle you got there, where you got your finger on right now, or just back there, yeah, that won't become a breaker for me until, like a downside breaker, till we break that low.
This low.
Yeah.
I got you.
So when we break that low, then that last bull candle becomes a breaker to reverse to get short. That's how I look at those breakers. And that last down close candle you had, you're right, it is a breaker. Once we get below it and come back to it, it's still a breaker again. It's a breaker to an inversion breaker, so you get support off of it to go down.
If these lows would have ran these lows, then I would have did this. Breaker. That's a break. This high is a breaker because
Yep.
this low ran this low. It's a fractal breaker since these lows got ran, and it's these equal lows got ran, and we went above it. So it's a fractal breaker. Looks like it's supported price here. 1, 2, 3 times. Bounce off right here. And let's see. So we just hit that 3-minute order block right here, and that's what that line is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Dow is the only one that ran its highs right now, like right here, out of the 3.
Are you still in your order? Did it?
Yeah, I'm still in. I took one profit off here in the fair value gap, and now I still got one.
Okay.
The risk is it's gonna be like $5.
Is this the one with that big wick on it? I can't remember which trade you were in now. This was the Dow Jones.
Oh,
short?
this is yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I took profit right here and here.
Okay, good.
A short all the way up here. And got my stop just a little bit above the highs. So what am I risking? $6.50.
All right.
Am I shivering in my timbers for $6.50? Nah.
No, that's not even a paper cut now.
Kevin, I saw you talk, but I couldn't hear you.
I know I was on mute, and I was like, well, now it's over with. I said you will be cold without a warm, hot Starbucks for that 650.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm such a cheap.
And then I looked over, I was like, I was on mute. I was like, well, now it's over.
It's a good thing we can see your lips moving.
Yeah. I forgot the camera was on. Usually I turn it off in the morning, but I left it on. Screw it. Break a structure again on Euro. Or downside.
Good. Here, Dow's running the lows again. The equal lows that I created right here.
Right.
This is what a 15-second looks like versus the 1 minute. This big old orange box is that monthly fair value gap that we hit. Here, I'll show you what my monthly looks like on the Nasdaq. So it's right here.
Yeah. See how you hit right off the bottom of that thing?
Yep, right at the bottom. So on a 15-minute chart, this is what it looks like. I took off the minutes. So everything that is on my chart, I can specify what time frame it shows on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, here we go, running lows on Nasdaq, and Dow is not running lows. It's fine. I'm gonna stay in this. Respect the stop loss. So this could be 15. Yeah, this is what the 15-minute chart looks like versus the monthly fair value gap. And this is a daily imbalance I had here, and all I did was mark the 50% of that.
Right.
It was kind of sensitive right here. We touched it 1, 2, 3, 4 times to reject it and come back to this order block. But all that was this high's difference between this low. So this low and this high. So this imbalance is all I had here. So like there's a daily SIBI here, right?
Right.
You see it? But all I wanted today, all I did put on my chart was this imbalance. What does this look like?
Like a trendline fountain is what you're talking about?
Yeah, like low resistance liquidity.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's equal lows. There's two lows here that are the same on a 15-minute chart. Actually, this one just ran it barely, but still equal lows.
Oh, yeah. And there's a little pocket of fair value in there, too.
Yeah, I see that right there on a 15-minute pocket right there. But, this could be ran tomorrow during non-farm payroll. Like, all this liquidity can be ran tomorrow. And today can just be a trend day, and just keep going up and taking everybody that's short out of the market.
Right.
I would like to at least see us return to 830 opening price one more time. And using the fib. So here we got the fib, and look at 70% held us down.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I stayed in my short is because I was able to identify that YM was souping. And I knew YM was souping up here because the NASDAQ told me.
Right, right.
The NASDAQ is the mother of soups. So if NASDAQ ain't souping, then it tells you something.
All right.
All
well,
this to me is low resistance liquidity.
Nice. I'm going to leave the Skype on. You guys can carry on chatting. I'm going to peel out. Got my brother over, so we're going to go out and enjoy the day. But I'll leave the Skype on. You guys can carry on. I'm just going to close out the YouTube channel, and you guys can carry on.
Awesome.
And those of you who are watching on YouTube, thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in, Lauriston. I wish you all the best, buddy. And we'll be back tomorrow to see what non-farm payroll does. And have a great day. Talk to you guys soon.
Have a good one.